Hey guys, so I'm kind of a hermit from the world. I don't have too many opinions on like media stuff and like media entertainment, politics and that whole domain. I know about them, but I don't like I'm not like, as into it as some people around me, and I'm accused oftentimes of like, having some weird takes about stuff and like I don't know. I'm not as into it as I could be, I guess. So to try to fix that, I'm gonna force myself to have an opinion on something to do with like media, entertainment, or politics. Most of the time, it's gonna be like media or entertainment. I'm gonna try to like steer clear of politics stuff, but I'm gonna try to do that for a whole year. So for that explains the name of my channel. For 1 year, I'm gonna have 52 takes, 52 opinions on things happening in the world. So 1 year, 52 takes. I think it's really simple. So by the end of the year, by like around May 30th of next year, there should be 52 videos on this channel, all ripe with God tier opinions on what's happening in the world. Um, is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the intro. So let's actually get into today's topic. So I'm not like the biggest Call of Duty fanboy. I don't like, I don't know. I bought Modern Warfare 2019 and I actually enjoyed it. The other two, Cold War and Vanguard, were like bad. I didn't play them too much. I didn't play Vanguard at all. I played Cold War for like a little bit. Whatever, that's not the point. I liked Modern Warfare. I liked the engine. I liked how it felt. I thought the 2019 had a good multiplayer to start out with. I think it went downhill with like the Battle Pass and Warzone and a bunch of bullshit like that. But anyway, Modern Warfare 2 is coming out in 2022, and I've had my eye on it. And today, I saw something that they were planning on putting NFTs, non-fungible tokens, into the game. And I don't know how they're going to incorporate that. I'm assuming it's going to be like if you have like an emblem, like CODs had like emblems and titles in the past that you could like show off. I'm assuming that instead of actually showing off anything you've achieved in game, they're giving you the option to slap an NFT on like your player card or like your gun, which I personally think is the worst thing ever. I would never do that. I would want maybe, I don't know, like do you remember the good old days in like Modern Warfare 3 when you would, or Modern Warfare 2, you'd get like 1,000 headshots and you get like a sick fucking golden skull title or whatever. Yeah, bring those back. I don't want this shit. But anyway, the pros the pros of this, of NFTs coming, I'm going to do pros and cons. The pros is that you can make fun of people directly for having NFTs. You have direct access to actual human beings that purchase NFTs. This is rare unless you hang out on like Wall Street or something like that, or like, I don't know, like the Palo Alto like tech sector of the world, unless you're like hanging out and going and getting like an espresso with the boys and you guys are like NFT Andes. Yeah, I don't really talk to people who own NFTs on a daily basis, so I don't really get the access I need. I see like NFT videos on like TikTok or something, or like Twitter, and it's hard because you can like chat at them, you can like type at them and be like, "Hey, why'd you get that? That's really you're stupid," or something like that. But they're not going to respond to you like, "Oh, nice NFT, man. She's going to text you back now," stuff like that. But like they never respond to you and like they're really insecure about it. So now you have direct access until they mute you. But you can join the lobby, for example, like join the lobby in Modern Warfare 2 and see that somebody has like an NFT as their emblem, and then you can just like yell at them until they mute you. I just think that's kind of funny. You can also, same vein, the second pro is like it's funny to see what people would spend money on. Some guy might have like an NFT, I don't know, of like people get NFTs of the weirdest shit. I'm not sure. Someone could have like an NFT of whatever on their gun, and you could be like, "Hey man, what is that? What is that, an NFT?" And then yeah, you can make fun of them. That's pretty much as far as I see it going in terms of it being a good thing. I mean, you could get into a lobby where everyone's circle jerking their NFT and be like, "How much did you spend that on? How much ETH is that?" And then I'm sure that search and destroy games are going to turn into like, "Oh, I'll send you this. I'll send you 10 ETH if you clutch this." So I don't know. That could maybe be funny to listen to, but I think it's going to get old. The cons. The community will become worse than it already is. Um, but as far as like people who own NFTs just being in a vacuum without people, like me to like make fun of them or to, keep them in check, it's just going to become worse. These people are like a wet paper towel in terms of personality, and the NFTs do not, people who buy and deal in NFTs do not have a sense of humor. That's what I wrote there. I believe that pretty thoroughly. It will imbalance the shit talking. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you start shit talking, say some guy's going like 1 in 65 on your team or whatever, and you're like, hey man, like, nice one, dude. How you're going 1 in 65? You know, classic like COD shit talking. They can now come back and show you their NFT and then tell you that they spent like 250 grand on it, and then you just feel like a dumbass because they have 250 grand to blow on some bullshit and you don't. So like, you know, who cares if they're going 1 in 65? They're probably like fucking a supermodel and like driving a Lamborghini around town, and now you just feel bad. Before in Call of Duty, if you were to like shit talk somebody and they were like, "Hey man, I'm rich and I have a hot girlfriend," like there's no way for them to prove that. It's just your word against theirs. You're like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, I do. But now some guy could have like an NFT that you look up on the fucking NFT marketplace and realize that it was last sold for like 300 grand. And you're like, holy shit, this guy's rich. And then you just feel like a loser for making fun of him. Um, and then, yeah, kind of in the same area is we have at the bottom here, poor people will be outed and told they were poor for reasons other than having a low quality mic. Yeah. So before you could be like, hey man, what are you, poor? Your mic sounds like shit. But now it's like, hey man, you don't have an NFT on your gun. What are you, fucking poor? Something like that. I can just see it getting really, I hate to use the word toxic because I think I'm pretty guilty of being toxic in games myself, but I can see it getting like, I don't know, pretty unfun really quickly when the shit talking or like even like this, what I was saying back here. If I make fun of people for having an NFT, they could be like, "Oh, well, you're just poor, so you can't afford one." It's like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to feel bad about myself after that. So it's kind of really going to imbalance everything. My overall take is that I don't care too much. This isn't a hill I'm going to die on, but overall, it's not going to increase the experience of the game. I would say COD's probably going to put them in because they love putting stuff like that in. Um, they like treating their game more like a casino than an actual video game. But I hope at least Modern Warfare 2 will be good fun for like the first couple months. Anyway, thanks for watching my first video. I'm going to try to keep these under 5 minutes in the future. The reason why this is 7 minutes is because I had like a little bit of an intro and had to explain why I'm making this channel and stuff. But anyway, yeah, have a good day, guys. Bye. See you next week.